Hi, welcome. Glad you're here. Today we're going to talk about why we stay addicted. Why are we still, quote, alcoholics? Why are we drug addicts, etc., etc. And the reality is because we believe it. It sounds simple, but it's very, very true. It's profound, actually. If we believe we are something, then we are something. Makes sense. If I believe I'm an addict, then I'm an addict. If I believe I am a smoker, I am a smoker. If I believe I am a drug user, alcoholic, etc., whatever it happens to be, that's what I am. Because I believe it. But the reality is it's not true. That's not who you are. If you're an alcoholic in your mind, that's not who you are. You're a unique individual who happens to do a behavior over and over again called drinking or doing drugs. But that's not who you are. At your core being, you're probably an incredible person. You're probably loving and kind, and you want to do things to help people. We all do. So that's who you are, not the behavior that you've been exhibiting. But anyway, why do we keep doing it? We believe we're this kind of thing. And belief happens a couple of different ways. First of all, somebody of a higher authority can say to you, hey, you're an alcoholic, or hey, you're a drug addict. And all of a sudden, if you absorb that and you take it in and go, yeah, I am, you just programmed yourself. That's sad, but it's what we do. Or you one day say to yourself, I'm going to stop drinking today, or I'm going to stop doing a drug, and then you do it anyway. Well, you made a commitment to yourself, you made a promise, and you did it anyway. All of a sudden you say, man, I'm addicted. I'm an addict. Or I can't stop. The minute you say those things, oh, I can't stop. The minute you say that, you programmed your brain, your mind, that you are in fact whatever it is you think you are. There is a statement that was made that's very profound, and it basically says this about who we are. The mind of man cannot really change what it thinks it is if it's really believing itself. An example is the strongest force in the human race is the need to remain consistent with who we think we are. Again, the strongest force in human race is the need to remain consistent with who we think we are. So if we think we are an alcoholic, or we think we are an addict, or on the reverse, we think we're fat, we think we're skinny, we think we're good at math, we think you're bad at math, you think you're good at reading, you think you're bad at reading. If you think any of those things, I am is the term, then you are. So change who you think you are, and you will change your entire world. Sounds easy the way I said it, but it's not exactly that easy. Conditioning. Let's say you're drinking, you're an alcoholic, or you're an alcoholic and drug addict or whatever, and you've got this incredible job. You're a lawyer for a high-powered firm, and you're under a lot of stress during the day, and every day after work, what do? Go get a drink. Or maybe lunchtime, go get a couple drinks. Try to release the pressure is what you're thinking. Of course that's what you're thinking. And then at night, you go home and you start drinking to try to relax. Well, you're conditioning yourself for that behavior. Again, that's not who you are, but that's what you're doing. So you condition it over and over and over and over again until finally it becomes subconscious. But that's not who you are, that's what you're doing. Your programming sucks. Bottom line, it's terrible. You have to change the program that you're doing. One of the easiest ways to change the program, and this is something you can start doing today. You can do it tonight, tomorrow. I recommend doing it the first thing when you wake up in the morning. I recommend doing it the first thing before you go to bed, the last thing before you go to bed. I recommend you doing it. I also recommend you do it in front of a mirror every day, every morning. Now, it might feel funny the first couple times, But I can tell you, the people I've worked with who have done this enthusiastically have succeeded quicker than those who don't do it. One of the things is daily affirmations. And I printed some here that I use. These are what I'm using currently right now. And I'll just go over some of them with you. Don't copy them word for word. But if you want a copy of these, let me know. Be happy to email them to you. The first thing I do is I wake up. I relax. I look at a mirror if I can, if I'm in a place that I can do that. And I will say right to the mirror, I take full responsibility for how my day turns out. Now, full responsibility for how my day turns out. What do I do then? Then I think, okay, what am I going to do today that I can take full responsibility for? And I think about it for a second. And I just think of a few things and I let it go. The next one is I'm confident I can succeed in whatever I do as long as I simply take the right actions. Well, wait a minute. Isn't that how everything is? You can be confident in what you do that it's going to be successful if you just take the right actions. I spend time, this is my fun one, I spend time visualizing tremendously rewarding successes. Now I do that routinely, and then I will actually take a moment and think and really go deep inside and visualize a success. Simple as that. I had a little bit of high blood pressure situation and I didn't want it anymore. So I actually visualized for weeks, and I'm still doing it to this day, visualize, put the cuff on my arm and just see my blood pressure come back down. Okay? It is now in the 70s, where before it was up in the 85s. So it works, and it works routinely. I have a whole list of them here. I'm not going to go over every one of them with you, but that's how you do it. One of the other ones I love is I see myself as someone who's capable, enthusiastic, and committed. Pretty simple. So, again, let's just recap real quick. Why do we do what we do? Why do we stay addicted? First thing is we believe it. Nothing can be further from the truth, but we believe it. Deep in our subconscious mind. Second one is we condition it. We do it over and over and over and over again. Third one, which is really part of the second one, is we're programming our mind. Garbage in, garbage out. Crappy information in, crappy information out. Changing that. How do you bypass that? How do you change your mind thinking? Daily affirmations. They work, and they, especially if you do it in the mirror. Now I know it will feel funny at first. I remember the first time I did it, I thought it was crazy. And then one of my sons heard me doing it one morning and saw me doing it and told me it was nuts. That's crazy. And he just thought it was funny. Well, a couple months later, all of a sudden, I'm seeing my son doing the same thing because he wanted to make some massive changes, and he did. And one of the ways he did it was daily affirmations. Anyway, thanks for visiting this blog. Thanks for visiting this vlog, as they call it, video blog. And I look forward to meeting you someday. If you have any questions, as always, email me. Please email me. I will do what I can. If there's a section of my book that I think will help you, I will actually copy that part of the section and email it to you so you can read it yourself, okay? Anyway, thanks for being here today, and God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.